Hey guys. Oh my gosh, I finally made it out here. Okay, so 3 days ago, I gave you the update on what happened to my car. And it's still gone, which is why I'm in the park. But it took me a while to figure out how and when I was gonna get to the park to do these because, the day after everything happened, it was like everybody was still getting over the shock of it all. And then we had to figure out how we were going to move about with all the kids if we needed to go somewhere. And we did need to go somewhere. We had to forgive the shaking and all that. I lost my tripod again. Anyway, and we did have to go somewhere. We had to go to the bank to deposit this money. So now my side note, my hand's gonna get tired, so sorry for all the little stops and whatnot. But anyway, okay, so we had to go to the bank to deposit this money. Okay, we had to go to Wells Fargo, and it was kind of a long walk. So it was like 9 blocks technically. Okay, I'm gonna say 11 because they how like there's the numbered streets, and then in between, like, say street or 30th and like, I don't know, 29, there's gonna be a street named Baltimore or something like that. So that's just another added block. So anyway, we had to walk like 10, 11, 12 blocks or whatever to the Wells Fargo. And oh my gosh, so in my condition, that was not a good idea. And I did the whole thing in flip-flops. Yay. So, oh my gosh. So did that. Took like freaking hours, what seemed like. Deposited the money so we can do whatever else we need to do for this week. And then it took me like 4 or 5 hours to recover. My back was hurting. My legs were hurting. My groin was hurting. My stomach was hurting. Everything was in pain. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, never again. And not only that, I had to anyway, that was it. So I took a day to recover. And then I had to figure out how to get a bus pass and all that stuff, how to load the money on there. So, that took a minute. And then I'm like, okay, let's just continue because we'll figure out the car. But I had already sent off my letters to Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax to get the credit down before all this happened. I mean, to get my credit up, sorry, before all this happened. So I knew that was already out there, but I still had to get redo my passport and everything and whatever. So, and then Bay said he wanted to get his license redone. So, that's another thing. So anyway, over the next couple days, we decided to just figure out how to do all that. So I made an appointment to get my passport redone. And then because I ended up watching a video on all the things that I missed, right? Which I told you 3 days ago. So I'm working on how to get all that stuff corrected and to get, my life back right? So made an appointment for Tuesday for the passport. Then, learned how to fill out the application and all that. So I filled out the application today. Figured out how I can get a free one in California because there's a whole thing that they have where you can replace yours if you had one that's not expired due to natural disaster. So I'm doing that route. Then I'm gonna get my passport card as well. Okay. So I haven't had to go anywhere, honestly. That one big ass trip or a long ass journey was all that I had to do recently. So that's good. And then as far as Tuesday, I'm gonna actually take the bus to where I need to go. It's just gonna be me. So that'll be fun. And I will definitely make a video at that time because I'll be out already, so I don't have to wait to come back and do it. So that'd be cool. But anyway, yeah, that's basically it. And then as I was filling out the passport application and all that, I got a notification on my phone from Experian talking about, oh, congratulations, your loan has been paid. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't pay nothing. Okay, so it was for like this little installment loan through Bridget. Okay, you can get advances or whatever, but I didn't pay back the recent advance that I had gotten like months ago. So I kind of just let it go, and it kept accruing and whatever, and it just stayed on my report. Like, I think it's like 30 days or it's like 90 days past due now. But now it's saying that it's paid, and my credit score increased 20 points. So I'm like, wait a minute, I don't remember paying this. I would never, first of all. And then, what do you mean? My credit score increased. So I'm like, oh, let's investigate. Did they get my paperwork? Because the first time, no, for my taxes, when I actually submitted that to the post office to file my taxes, because I'm doing everything by mail, right? And I learned how to mail things for free, right, with my own like create stamp. It's not my stamp, but it's a stamp that I got that was already created, and it was working just fine until recently. So it was working just fine. Like, I was just sending letters. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to go fast because my arm's getting tired, sorry. But I'm sending letters for free, certified and with the green return receipt. So all I do is just fill out everything, put it on the envelope, and just drop it off at the mailbox at the post office. So that was working for a while. You know, I was getting the return receipt back. It was being processed and everything. Didn't have to pay for nothing. And then a couple of letters that I got, specifically the tax documents that I filed for myself, my husband, to the IRS. The ones through state went through, except for the payment for state. That one came back. So it was 3 letters that did not go through that came back returned to sender. So though it didn't, like, they weren't trying to accept it. The thing is, it made it all the way to Cincinnati, okay, and then came back, was like, no. So, I was like, I had to redo the whole thing, and I was like, okay, now I'm starting to see they're trying not to take this now for whatever reason. So I decided to put a 10-cent stamp on them. Sent it, didn't get any return to senders back, so that was cool. So I'm like, okay, that worked. Since the Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax letters were a little bit thicker, because I guess it depends on how much it weighs, then they start tripping, I guess. You know, it was like a stack this thick a little bit in each folder, because I had a lot to get off. I was like, you know what, because I don't want anything, I want this process to go quick, because I'm like, we got to get out of here, like, we need a car. Not thinking that at the time, but I'm not trying to be here, like, in this house right now, because we have a whole other house we have to build up, right? So I'm like, we need this money, so let me make sure that they get these letters and everything. So I decided to put, along with everything that I put on there in the first place, I decided to put 2 10-cent stamps on it, and it went through. It all got delivered because when my investigations on what happened with Bridget, I looked at all the little numbers and was like, oh, these actually got delivered. Like, dope, right? So, excuse me. So they were all delivered on Friday, and then I think Equifax got delivered to the PO box, to their PO box, on Saturday. So apparently somebody started working on my stuff on Friday, because just today I got a 20-point increase. So I'm very excited about this coming week, because something's about to pop off and increase even more. Like, shout out to Monica Maine, okay? Because look and listen. I'm all about those loopholes, okay? If I can get things quick, fast, and in a hurry, woo, that's gonna make life so much easier. And you know, I am so excited. So I'm excited for next week, okay? I'm excited to just see all those notifications. I only think I have the Experian notification. I don't think the other 2 are hooked up, but still, I'm gonna wait a week. I'm gonna wait 2, you know, I'm just gonna wait. And then hopefully, it will. It's going to increase, and we're gonna be good. So I'm excited for that. That worked. That worked. Hella. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so it's crazy. Like, even when these things happen, I'm not even like shaken anymore. I mean, it's crazy, you know, and all the drama, you know, but then it's like I already know what the next step is. I already had something in the works before this happened. Like, I'm not even stressed. Like, I'm so excited, and it worked. Like, oh my gosh, like, do you know what this means? Like, I can literally just run it up, get that shit off if I need to, like that. Like, you're not understanding. Like, I told you, this next 60 days, like, this 60 days, life is together, okay? All the way. So that's actually basically it. I wanted to, like, hurry up and get that out there, mainly because the sun is going down, because I came out here late, but also because my arm is getting tired because I don't have my tripod. So next time I'll be more prepared, but I had to get out of there because it was killing me. It was way too hot. We're on the freaking top floor, and you know, heat rises, so it's like we're literally in a hot box. Like, it's so uncomfortable. I threw up yesterday because it was just way too hot. Like, oh my gosh, I was so uncomfortable, and I knew it was gonna be bad being pregnant in this heat. It's like, damn, it's a summer baby. Oh no, gross, right? Oh my gosh, it's horrible. So I can't wait to go to the hospital, get this baby out. Literally, I'm literally gonna go in on the first and be like, I'm ready again. Probably gonna see the same nurses there, the same doctors. I'm here, I'm back, you gotta help me. And they're gonna have to do it because it's emergency, so I ain't tripping about that either. Oh, anyway, that's what I have. Honestly, I'm trying to think of what else I was going to tell you guys. I happened this past 3 days, but I think that's about it. The most exciting, honestly, I really think that's about it. But anyway, hope everybody had a happy Mother's Day. If you're a mother, happy Mother's Day. If you have a mother still, tell them I say happy Mother's Day. Okay, all that good stuff. Let's go. I'm excited. Let's go. And I'll see you tomorrow. If not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. I will, for real, work on tomorrow. But regardless, it's still gonna be tomorrow. Okay? Okay. Bye.